have, because you know, and people might know, you know, like I said, if you ain't from the hood, then it ain't no big deal. When you be from the hood though, like when you really be from the trenches and you really been through some shit and you really done, you know, got into it with mugs about some shit, like it's hard. It's hard. It's 100% a pride thing. It's 100% the inner man in you that make you say, man, shit, I'm gonna go get my mama some cookies. I don't care what nigga talking about. I'm not about to get no security to go get my mama no cookies. I'm from this part of Memphis. I'm gonna get my mama some cookies. And you know what I'm saying? Shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Nip. Nip was just going to do something, get snatch a shirt and come right back. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So one of the hardest, even with Soulja Slim, he's sitting on his mama porch. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So like being a successful black man that made it from the trenches, man, it's probably one of the most dangerous statuses you can have in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then you got it, like my man said, you ain't no real nigga if you don't go back. Like, and that's kind of the mindset in your mind. You like this home. If I don't come back, now nigga tell me I'm fake, I'm phony, you a fraud, you acting different. I don't care what nobody talk about. Like, man, I don't care what you care. You care what certain people say about you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what no nigga. Yeah, you don't care, but back home, and you care. You want to know. I can go back home. You know what I'm saying? I can go back to my block or my hood or if I can't go nowhere else, I can go back there. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why most people get killed right back there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's always tough, man. It's always tough, man. It's always, you know what I'm saying? It's a pride thing. It's an ego thing. This dude got 100 properties, man, around Memphis. He multi-million-dollar, you know, global figure. Well, world figure for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, it's smart. And from a smart person's point of view, you're going to say, bro, why the hell you not walking around with security? Why you not by yourself? Why you doing that? You know why? Because I'm home. I should be able to do this in my city. I don't care who I'm beefing with. I should be able to come do this shit. And that shit hurts you in your heart. You know what I'm saying? In your spirit. That shit is a pride thing. What you mean I can't come home? You crazy? You know how many songs I done rep Memphis on, and you know how many times I done came and did my thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean I can't come home? He done rep Memphis on every song. What you mean he can't come home? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just, man, that shit tough, man. That shit tough. You know what I'm saying? That shit is tough. Tough being a successful black man that made it. Being a successful black man that truly, now, you know, they got people who say they from the hood, from the trenches, from the streets, that ain't really from that shit. It is what it is. You know, and I'm not saying it's a good thing that you from the streets. That shit is not cool, because evidently if the shit was cool, we would live longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, I told somebody this the other day, I'm gonna just keep it 100% real with y'all. Like, I told somebody the other day, I said, man, the most successful I come to, I don't want to leave out my house. You know what I'm saying? I be like, because there's too many people that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm almost at 1 million followers. That means probably about 2 million people that see me. You know what I'm saying? And I come from an era where you never wanted to be seen. And so you don't want to be, but I'm on the ground every day. And I talk to people every day. You know what I'm saying? And the more I tell my people all the time, like, the more I become successful and the more people see me, the more interviews and stuff I do, the more I rather sit in my crib. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to walk around with security. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to walk around with security. I don't want to live my life like that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's crazy, man. Shout out to Young Dolph, man. Rest in peace, King. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, it's tough, man. Yeah, it's tough out here, man. And, you know, even as you know, the internet made the world crazy. Like, that's why I never talk about money or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know who watching. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful of what you're doing. You never know, you know, people trying to pay attention to what's in your background. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. And you live your life every day like it's all love, but you feel like niggas be plotting. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just tough, man. Just being a successful black man that made it from the streets, man. It's tough. It's tough because you got your ego. You know what I'm saying? Dolph wouldn't have felt right. Dolph wouldn't have felt right if he wouldn't have been able to be. If you tell Dolph he can't go to Memphis no more, you man ain't gonna feel right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That man ain't gonna feel. What you mean he can't go back to Memphis? That go against everything he fucking stand for. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's up, OG Will? Look, my OG up in here. And before I became successful, shit, I was standing in the streets all day. I would go politic with my homies all day. You know what I'm saying? But, I just pray to God all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody out there must fuck with me or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I understand as a rapper and somebody who made multiple millions of dollars and have such a, it gotta be tough for a man to be able to feel like he can't go back home. Like, that's a pride thing, nigga. I'm going back home. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I know God got me, man. I don't have them type of issues. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? But I've always said that, like, that's one of the hardest things, being a successful black man who made it from the streets, man. It's a hard thing, man. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. And I feel like the culture is moving in the right way, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the culture is moving the right way. I feel like the culture is moving the right way. I feel like people are getting into investing, but we still got to get out of that mentality. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of that. Exactly. His mama lived there, right? Like, I feel like we got to get out of that mentality. One of the things, I feel like one of the things is, and I hate to say it, but like, rap music is hard. Rap music is hard. Hold on. Well, show her that it cleared today, and then once we show her that, she shouldn't have nothing to argue about. So I feel like one of the things that rap music does is, while I understand the rap music, I feel like rap music puts us in a state of mind. So let's think about it. I want y'all to think about this idea. And I always tell people this, right? I did this number the other day. Keys, what's up, King? We got to talk. So let's think about this, 24 hours in a day. So let's just be real. At least 8 to 10 hours of your day, you either on your phone listening to music or watching TV, right? 8 to 10 hours a day, you on the phone listening to music or watching TV, right? So let's say 9 hours. So 9 hours times 7 days a week means 63 hours, right? So 63 hours in a week. So 63 times 4 equals 252 hours in a month. 252 hours. Nah, I just said him going back. You can't expect your team to manage 252 hours, right, times 4. Now, 252 hours times 12. All right, so that's 3,024 hours. 3,024 hours in a year of toxic shit. Whatever you tune into tunes your mental. Right, so if you spend 3,024 hours in a year listening to TV, watching music, on Instagram, all that shit doing is programming you, then you start to think of something. You start to think a certain way. You start to see the world a certain way. It starts shifting your mindset a certain way. You start approaching situations a certain way. The music done started like integrating in your thinking products. The music done started integrating in how you see the world. The music puts you in a different mode. That's why I listen to music on my way to the gym. That shit get me right. You go to feeling like, yeah, like, what's up? So music does something to you. You listen to music a certain way. right? So if you listen to the music for, again, in 12 months, if you listen to music 9 hours a day between music, TV, and Instagram, you got 9 hours a day. That's on average. The average person spend 8 to 10 hours listening to TV, listening to music, or being on social media. So if you let something program, so let's do the numbers again. So let's just say 9 hours times 7 days a week equals 63 hours. So 63 hours in a week, you listening to music on Instagram or you watching TV. That's training you. So that's 63 times 4 equals 252 hours. So 252 hours in a month, you listen to music, scrolling Instagram, watching TV, right? So 252 times 12 give us 3,024 hours. 3,024 hours of something is downloaded in our brain. It then downloaded into our subconscious mind, right? And so because it's downloaded into our subconscious mind, what happens now is that has now taken over the program. Because that has now become the new program in your brain, you start affecting, answering questions. You start doing all that shit the way that the music, the TV, and the social media has programmed you. You start feeling like you got to do certain things because you saw it on TV, Instagram, right? So you've not been programmed. So what happened with the music is now you haven't even added in the drugs, right? Right? You haven't now even mastered in the drugs that people be on, right? You haven't even took that into consideration that now you got people that's on drugs that's listening to this shit. So now not only is the TV, the music, and the Instagram influence you, now the drugs have took their influence to another level. You feel me? Now the drugs have taken the influence to another level. You feel what I'm saying? So now you got drugs and alcohol taking shit to another level. So you got no choice but to see people thinking and operating a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? So people now thinking, operate one because the music is programmed. Then you got a drug or some type of something else that's taking control of the way you thinking, the way you operate. So now you might even function. That's why I stopped smoking weed and drink alcohol. You feel me? And so now you got black men walking around with a bunch of hatred towards each other. You got black women walking around with a bunch of hatred towards each other. You got black women calling themselves bitches and hoes. You got black men calling each other niggas all day. And I've been a victim of it. I'm just saying because the music perpetuates it. Now you got black men walking around with pistols all day, itching to use them. Because they understand that everybody listening to the same music. The music done told you that everybody is your op. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You got black women saying bitches this, bitches that. That's it. You got black women saying my pussy good, I suck dick, They looking for validation. They looking to see how good they. You got black men saying, I want to hit her with this, I want to fuck her like that. You got all this now taking place. You got black men itching to shoot because they've been taught that killing is gangster. Black men itching to shoot because they've been taught killing is gangster, and now they think going to jail is the real some gangster shit. Black men 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, going through 40, 50, 60 years in prison, thinking that shit gangster, their life is over. Black women think it's cool to just sell pussy everywhere on the gram, think it's okay to be half naked all day, every day. I'm not judging nobody. I'm just saying this is how music, TV, and Instagram and social media has influenced a culture. That's all I'm saying. I'm not judging at all. I'm just saying this is where the influence coming from. Why you think so many people now don't even worry about watching TV no more? People don't pay as much money for TV commercials as they do for targeting you on Instagram. People pay Instagram more for targeting you on Instagram than they do from targeting you on TV. Why? Because most people have everything they want on their phone and they barely sit down to watch TV. Feel me? So now when you take all of that shit into consideration, this is why things go on the way they do. You feel me? I'm not hating, I'm not judging on nothing. I'm just saying, so what has to happen is the cycle got to be broke. We got to start, I'm going to tell you how it's going to get worse because now you're going to start being into the metaverse. It's going to program you all over again. To Trap, why you sit here all day and watch my TV do be on, but that shit be on this channel all day. Why you watch that shit all day, Trap? At least I'm watching money. When I do watch some shit, I'm watching money. I'm learning about money every day, all day. It's teaching me, the program is teaching me about the world. It's teaching me how the world operates. It's teaching me how the world, moving around. It's teaching me about the world, how they making money, how they using money, what they doing with money. You sit here long enough and watch this shit, you gonna learn this shit. You sit here and watch this shit long enough and listening to the conversation. Trap, how you know so much? Because I sit here and watch this shit every day. I listen to their ass talk. I listen to the conversations they have. I listen to the words they use. I listen to that shit all day, every day. I let that shit program me. It does. Something's gonna program you. I read books. I listen to audible books. I let that shit program. I'm not saying I don't listen to music, but I limit what I'm listening to. Because anything you listen to long enough going to influence you to act a certain way. So here you got 16, 17, 18 years old, 19. You got even 25, 30 years old, 30-years-olds. Right? They come on the gram, motherfuckers successful as shit, but they feel like they ain't successful because they just seen somebody on Instagram hop on a jet, do this, da-da-da. Now you feel like you ain't successful. Feel me? You successful. You got a good life. You got a good thing going. But because you see this person doing this, that, you thinking you ain't successful. You thinking your life ain't shit. Now, I know you got a cold-blooded life. You got a good life, but you don't appreciate your life because you see this. You think you not beautiful because you saw this person enhanced and everything. I'm not saying nothing about nobody getting enhanced. Do what you feel like you need to do. This queen feel like she ain't beautiful because she see everybody on here body look like this. This king feel like he ain't handsome. He feel like he can't get the right woman. He feel like he ain't worthy because every queen on here talking about they like the dope boys. They like the street niggas. They like, a nigga gotta have money. He gotta be iced up. He gotta be this. So not a dude who going to work every day. He trying to be an investor. He investing his money. He don't feel like he got enough man. He don't feel like he can get the woman he want. He don't feel like he can get a beautiful woman because he don't got the flashy clothes on. He don't feel like he can get a beautiful because he ain't got ice everywhere. He feel like he got to do some shit that he ain't used to doing. Not knowing you got it in you. Not knowing, bro, you got everything it takes to get the right woman. Not knowing, queen, you beautiful without all the makeup on. Nothing against nobody wearing makeup at all. None, you good, queen. Your body good just the way it is. It's cool. But because of the music, I got a fat ass, pretty bitch, fat ass, slim waist. Okay, so that's what I gotta be. You feel me? My nigga ain't no killer. I don't want him. All right, cool. I gotta be a killer then. You feel me? Not judging nobody at all. Just saying that's how the programming take place. And then it all goes back to the music. Because the music talking about. But check this dope shit out. There's somebody on top of the music. There's somebody on top of the music that's feeding the narrative. There's somebody on the top of the music that's feeding the narrative to make you think that way. And that's the reason why they push it that way. Because if you underdevelop, check this out. I tell people all the time, racism is a small thing. Classism is a big thing. Racist people don't even got enough money to understand they classism. Feel me? Racist people don't got enough money to understand what classism is. Racism is so small and ignorant. But here's the thing, classism. See, classism, Jay White was good, first name, last name. But see, classism is a gangster motherfucker. Because classism say because of my social, economic, or financial situation, you don't belong here. Because of my social, economic, and financial situation, you can't sit with me. And so as long as you have a class of people who can continuously funnel small amounts of information to keep another class of people. Notice I didn't say race of people, because poor and wealthy don't give a fuck what color you is. Let me just keep that real, excuse my language. Poor and wealthy don't care what color you are. Right? Poor and wealthy don't care what color you are. The difference is a certain class of people have perpetuated their wealth through the financial underdevelopment of another class of people. And then there's also been systematic racism toward black and brown people. You feel me? You feel me? So a certain class of people, I'm gonna keep it real, even the judges and shit, they small. Judges and shit, Supreme Court judges, they small. Racism, that shit small. What the fuck about that shit? Right, so there's a certain class of people that make sure that these group of people can't get access to this information intentionally. And then on top of that, you double it with racism. Racism is so low level. Racism is a low level act, man. Classism, different level. Classism. And then when you have the information, because you can still have the money, but once you have a certain type of information, you can play the game different. When you have a certain type of information, you can start playing the game different. When you can start playing the game the way that they play the game, now you have become a problem. When you start playing the game the way that they play the game, you start having information that they have, now you become a problem. Because what happens is this: nobody respects the broke person at the table, right? Nobody respects the broke person at the table. So when you get some money and some information, now you can play the game the way they play the game. And when you can start playing the game different, when you can start uplifting people with information, right? When you can start uplifting people with information and show them how to get some money, it's different ballgames. Why you think they got to perpetuate? Why you think they got to keep on pushing certain types of music? Why you think they got to keep on pushing certain images on TV? It's a reason, man. Everybody know right now that little white boy probably not gonna get found guilty for killing them people. But here's what they do know. Here's what they do know. Check this out. Everybody and their mama know that little white dude is not gonna get found guilty for killing them people, going across state lines with them guns. We know that. That shit ain't even a surprise to us. But here's what they do know. If I put it in their face, here's a whole nother situation, an issue that they're gonna have to go through. It's emotional. Right? It's emotional. The disrespect is in their face, is blatant. We can keep them mad. We can keep them mad. We can keep them disgruntled. We can keep them frustrated. We can keep them, as long as we can keep finding out why you think that shit. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all some gangster shit. Believe it or not, I'm about to tell y'all some crazy shit. Some crazy shit I'm about to tell y'all. White people get killed just as much as black people by police. Check me out. No lie. This ain't even saying nothing crazy. It's fucked up that this is the way it is. White people get killed just as much as black people by the police. But the white people get killed by police won't get put on TV. The black people will. Why? You know why? Because that causes disruption. Keep it real. It's fucked up that police kill people. Like, that's fucked up. For real. That's some bad shit. Right? It's bad. That shit is fact. That shit is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Shit is horrible. Shit is horrible. That shit is horrible that police aren't equipped, you know, with the right training and shit to really patrol in black neighborhoods. White people get killed by police just as much as black people. But they don't make TV. They don't put that on the TV. They don't put that on the TV. But every time a black person gets killed, that shit will get put on TV. That shit will get spread across social media. You know why? Because it causes disruption. They want you to be angry. They want you to vibrate. They want you to, you know what I'm saying? It keeps the pot stirred up. And as long as I can keep y'all stirred up, there's something else I can implement and put in place over here that's going to keep me at perpetuating my wealth. You feel me? I'm telling y'all, this the bigger picture. This the bigger picture. This the bigger picture. This the bigger picture. You feel me? Some people might not like what I'm saying. It's cool. I get it. You might don't disagree. I ain't tripping. But if you go look up the number, white people get killed just as much as black people by the police. twice as much. But they will always put that shit on the TV when black people do it. Black people get killed by police, they're gonna put that shit on the TV. When black men do some weirdo shit, and put that shit on TV. White people get put on TV for bombing shit. But what happens is they know that, again, it's called behavioral, I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called. Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. But they understand what things cause emotional disruption. That's cool. B Duke 8066. I could agree with that as well. 100%. I agree with that as well. The problem is they don't get punished like black people. That's true. The problem to me is that it's happening. Like that's an issue in itself, right? That's an issue in itself. But what happens is they understand what causes social disruption. Which causes social disruption. They understand that shit. They understand that shit, man. So, you know, the music and all that shit, like we, you know, I mean, I'm a lover of music, man. But we gotta start creating different music, man. We gotta stop, and it's hard. It's hard because the bullshit sells. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at no man for telling his story because I tell my story, right? But if we start getting into this investing game and we start putting some money on our belt, if we understood how powerful our dollar was, if we understood those things, man, we can